Where's Jake?
Is he back yet?
It feels like it's been forever.
It has been a while.
Oh, they're
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh my God.
They
finished business up here in Minnesota. Had to leave the range, but we're back.
He had to do it. If you didn't come back from Texas without a fucking 10-gallon hat, bro, I was gonna be.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get. We went to Texas last year. We didn't get 10-gallon hats.
Nice.
Until you said no, and I was like, well,
thank you for that.
yeah.
Thank you. It's good to see
I
you.
got a hat. I got a fucking
That's
bolo
so good.
tie. I got a stupid Texas shirt. I was walking around the streets of San Antonio wearing exactly this, minus the bolo tie. I felt like an absolute idiot, but it was fun.
No, absolute Chad. Come on.
I mean, you have to fully embody. You have to embalm yourself in the culture of Texas.
Exactly.
When
I'm
you're
trying to be
man.
respectful of their
It's
culture.
like you gotta.
This is respect.
Yeah. No, I mean that's the best way I could put it, man.
Embalm.
Hey, but listen, you went to
Embalm
Buc-ee's, right?
yourself in Texas.
Oh yeah, we went to Buc-ee's. Yeah, it was awesome. So I was in Texas for the past week. Wednesday to Wednesday, I was in Texas. I was there for the Counter-Strike Major, the Blast
Hey, you're in
TV
Texas
Austin
for a
Major.
week. Fuck.
I was there from. I left Wednesday, the 18th, and then I was doing the Austin Counter-Strike Major until the 22nd. It was a 4-day event. So I went to the Moody Center in Austin, Texas, 4 days in a row. It was long as shit. The first day, especially, was like 8.5 hours or so of games, and then it was like 5-6 hours the subsequent days. So my $270 ticket, I really got my money's worth if you think about it. I probably got like 24 hours plus of entertainment in that arena. So that's pretty good for $270. I'll take that.
Not bad.
But I did a whole bunch of cool stuff outside of the event. We went to a whole bunch of different like little restaurants and bars. Got to have a whole lot of great barbecue. Got a lot of barbecue every day barbecue. It was amazing. Loved it.
I miss the barbecue so much.
So good. I'll shout out a couple ones. Okay, so our Airbnb was like a couple blocks away from Franklin Barbecue. Franklin Barbecue is like world famous. If any of you guys out there watch TV with your parents, you might know Barbecue Pitmasters. Your parents might be watching Barbecue Pitmasters, and one of the judges on that show is I think his name's Aaron Franklin. That's the guy who does Franklin Barbecue. So he's on TV. He judges barbecue competitions. That's the barbecue that I ate. It was really good, really tasty stuff. However, La Barbecue I think was better. That place has a Michelin star. Michelin star barbecue.
How did it compare to Hutchins when we went to Hutchins?
Hutchins, if I had to stack rank all the barbecues I ate, I would say La Barbecue number 1, Franklin Barbecue, Hutchins back in Arlington or Dallas or wherever that was in the Fort Worth area, and then Micklethwaite. I had Micklethwaite Barbecue. That was really good too. Micklethwaite.
Okay.
And then what else did I have? Terry Black's. That was probably lowest tier. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but it was just like it's just barbecue. All the other ones are much better than that. And
God, I want some barbecue.
it was so fucking. I had brisket
I'm so
every single day
damn
of my life,
hungry
brother.
right now.
Every day.
I know,
I had a brisket.
no.
Killing me, bro.
I don't have the pictures handy right now. However, I could bring up my Twitter and I could show it to you because holy fuck.
I just don't want to see pictures of your meat.
Yeah,
right now.
don't show it on the.
I'm showing my
don't
meat
show
on
it
camera right now. If you guys aren't watching the
I'm so
video, I'm
hungry.
gonna be showing pictures of my meat right now. There you go. This is Micklethwaite. We got a big ass. We had 6 people eating, so we got 6
You got a
pounds
big
of meat.
ass? Oh my god.
Got a big ass.
Oh,
Yeah, big time. This was Franklin Barbecue. So Franklin Barbecue, so famous. It opens at 11 a.m. We got there at 10:30 a.m. to stand in line. Already a 3.5 hour wait.
I've heard this shit before. Do you remember April was telling us that some places are like that?
Yep.
Like when we
This
went
is one
last
of those
year?
places.
yeah. I don't remember what the name was. There was one that we're trying to go to, and it was like, we're not there by 11. We're cooked.
Yep.
We're not getting in.
This was
Or if we're
exactly
not
that
getting-
situation.
If we're not there like 8, 9 a.m., we're not getting in, or something like that. It was crazy.
They had some lady out there saying, "Anyway, past this mark right here, we cannot guarantee there's gonna be food for you." It's like, okay,
That's how they operate. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
their hours
crazy.
are 11 until they run out, which is typically like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m.
11 until you run out.
Yeah, they just make all the
Holy
food they have, and that's when they close. It's fucking funny.
All right,
So-
we're out later.
Yep, later.
Done.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
No.
Get back in line at 8 a.m. this time, fucker. So we what we ended up doing, we stood in line for this Franklin barbecue for a couple minutes, and then this lady came out and said it's gonna be a 3.5 hour wait, and we won't guarantee there's food for you. So that was on Friday. What we ended up doing was leaving, going to that La Barbecue place, and then you can pre-order meat. and you can just go pick it up. So that's what we did. We had to pre-order it a couple days in advance, and then we just got like
Pre-order meat.
like a 6-pound brisket, and we got some sausage, and we got some other shit. So that's what we did with that. So we didn't have to wait in line for that. But this one here that I'm showing on screen now, this was at La Barbecue, my personal favorite of the whole place. This only had about an hour and 50-minute wait in line at 11 a.m. This was our backup to Franklin. We left Franklin Barbecue, went straight to this place, and I waited an hour and 50 minutes to get this, but it was worth it. It was actually worth it.
I'm sure it was, man.
I'm not joking. It was like 95 degrees and sunny, but thankfully the way the sun is and the way their building is, it blocked most of the sun for most of the wait. And once you got up to the front of the building, they had a bucket full of umbrellas to shade you from the sun. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, barbecue was great. What was I talking about? Texas in general. The last 2 days that I was there, Tuesday and Wednesday in Texas. Oh, I forgot to shout out Micklethwaite. Or no. What's this one? Oh, this is Terry Black's. There you go. For all the watchers out there, not the listeners. Fuck you. The last 2 days, it was I guess technically 3. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I had to get out of the Airbnb Monday. But I have a cousin that lives down in Texas, Austin, Texas. So I stayed at his place for a couple of days. Me and my brother did, and he showed us around Austin. So this is when I actually got to go sightseeing. This is the best part of the trip for me. I got to see so many cool things. But one of the days we went to San Antonio, because we did everything in Austin already. We saw the Bat Bridge, where there's thousands and thousands and thousands of bats that just fly out at night to go eat all the bugs. That's an underreported thing about Austin, Texas, by the way. There's no bugs. No bugs at all. There's so many bats there that just eat the bugs. It's so nice. You can walk out and you don't have to be fucking
mosquitoes here.
swatting off mosquitoes and shit. It's so nice.
I think Maya made a video about the Bat Bridge, actually.
Makes perfect sense. She's down there.
Yeah.
She's in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually super cool.
Do
If
I
you
need to
find
buy
yourself
some
in
bats?
Austin, go get
some
deadass.
bats.
Invest in some bats.
I need to invest some bats, I think.
Yeah,
Anybody got bats?
and
Comment
spiders.
below.
Bats and spiders. You could get some really good pest
Oh, I got
control.
spiders.
Okay, well you need to get more
I got
then,
spiders.
because if they still
got
have bugs,
spiders.
more spiders. But what else? We did a whole bunch of things. We drove around rich neighborhoods. So many rich neighborhoods down there in Austin, Texas. A lot of rich folks down there. They brought us through a neighborhood that it's like a pilot neighborhood. Everybody has a hangar on the front of their home where they park their
What?
airplane, and then
What?
you can drive across the
Cool.
street to their own private like little landing pad to just take off on their small little single 2-person airplane.
Cool.
It was fucking cool, man.
Huh. That is interesting.
That's
What the
insane.
fuck?
Never ever seen a road sign that said aircraft crossing. That's a rare one.
That's weird as hell.
Yeah, that was cool as shit. It saw a lot of cool things. But then the first day we saw everything that was cool in Austin, Texas, and then we went down to San Antonio because there's a very cool spot in San Antonio. I won't be sharing it on this podcast because privacy is good enough, because I don't need to share my last name out there all the time. A lot of people know it, not necessarily a secret, but I'm not going to broadcast it. You know what I'm saying? But there is a baseball field in San Antonio that is my first name, my last name, baseball field. So I went there.
So proud of you, man. Congrats.
You
I got a
achieved
picture
a
of a
lifelong dream.
Yes.
Yeah, lifelong dream. I know you as a big baseball fan. You deserve this.
Yeah, no, I'm being so genuine. I just Googled my name in high school. It's actually Jake. It's not Jacob. It's Jake. So I Googled my name with
Close
Jake.
enough.
It went to images to see what the fuck pops up. It's like there's a baseball field with my name on it. It's in San Antonio, Texas. I'm gonna make that my life's mission to go get a picture by that sign right there, and I did. It was so cool. Over a decade, we
That's
did
so
do that.
funny.
You did it.
I did it. I took so
achieved.
many different variations. I took just regular ones, just wearing a regular shirt. I took a picture with my cowboy hat on, so I could have a cowboy version. I took a picture where I pulled my wallet out. I had a picture of my ID in front of the Jake baseball field.
Yeah, that
I just said
picture
my
is
name.
crazy.
That's okay.
No,
just-
the
That
shadow.
picture is crazy.
I'll bleep
the
it out.
shadow's crazy.
I'll bleep it out.
picture.
Yeah, I need to Photoshop
Yeah.
the shadow out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bleep out my name and also the shadow. I'm gonna put a nice little. I'm gonna blur the last name and I'm gonna take out the shadow and I'm gonna put like a little like anime like sort of like rosy cheeks and like happy face on me because I didn't like the way I was posing because the sun was right in my eyes.
Let's go.
No. Oh
Bro
god.
really does love anime.
Yeah, big fan.
True.
Hatsune big fan of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, Texas was cool. I had a fun time. Enough about me yapping about my trip. That's where I was, and that's why this episode's late because I was not home. So yeah, it was cool though. Austin, Texas, very neat. Keep
We
posting.
were
weird,
waiting on
folks.
this VC for you for a while, actually. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
That, like that was good. That was good timing. Like,
Yeah, we
just
record on
started
Mondays,
recording.
and today's
Yeah,
Thursday,
yeah.
so you guys have been waiting here for 72 hours. Thank you for your
Yeah, like I think
dedication.
Alec was in this VC when he was streaming yesterday too. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
I appreciate it. I mean,
I'm always in here.
a Cowboy's work is never done, and that's why I came back. Otherwise, I would have stayed down there. I have stuff to do on the ranch.
True. Did you
Anyways.
get any ranch?
There was a pizza place that we got. It was like home slice pizza. It was really good, but I think
Home slice.
somebody wanted ranch to
That
dip their
sounds
pizza
so
in.
good.
I was about
Oh,
to
pizza
I was about
sounds
to
insane
kick
right
them
now.
out of the house for that, but I didn't. It's my B&B. I make
All
the
this-
rules.
This food talk is hell.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
kind of is.
Moving past
Kind
it,
of
what
is.
happened this week?
Man,
I missed it all.
Hey,
I don't even
Hey, you
want to
wanna-
talk about what happened
you-
this
you wanna-
week.
hey, can we just go back to food? Actually, never mind.
There's some cool stuff I want to talk about this week, but I want to talk about the funny thing that happened this week.
What's
Okay,
the funny thing?
We,
Just get it out of the
we're
way.
gonna just go straight into it. Just go straight into it. To get
Ripping
that,
the
we're gonna get
Band-Aid
that get that purple shit on here. Okay,
All right, it's time
Give
for
me that
purple shit.
purple
Look at
shit.
that purple shit. Okay, let's. We
Oh,
knew this was
boy.
gonna happen. We knew this was gonna happen one day, and today, or not today, we knew it was gonna happen one day, and
Sometime.
Tuesday was that day.
Would you say that whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there?
Yes,
With open
yes,
arms.
yes, yes,
Oh my god, you're so fucking good at this.
yes. Yeah. I wanted to say something like, "Oh yeah, it just kind of drove by us," but no, that's also a good. That's another good one.
I mean, you said it, so you did it.
Guys, guys,
Yeah.
You ever hear of Incubus?
Oh.
we have Drive Week, folks. This
Yeah,
is,
we
this
have
is,
Drive
this is
Week.
Fortnite
It-
Festival's Drive Week. It took Rock Band about 5 years to get there. It took Festival a little under 2. Year and a half. We have a
But
one-song
we
week.
officially have a one-song week.
Mhm.
Now-
bro.
Now, usually, I think the last like couple of seasons have been like this, where like the day of the season coming out, you know, all of it accounts as everything that comes out the day of the season. That counts as how many songs that got released that week. So
Yeah, makes
literally, you know, when the Bruno Mars dropped, there were 10 songs that came out that week,
Which is
and
lower
so-
than other seasons, I want to point that
which
out.
is lower than the other seasons. I want to say, what was it? Snoop Dogg released with 14 or
14,
something
I
like
believe.
that.
Same with Lady Gaga.
Because
I
it
believe.
was the regular battle pass, it was the music pass, and you know the stuff that Snoop Dogg had in his in his locker,
Yeah, it all just
not
lined
locker,
up nicely.
but you know his bundle or
Not to
his
mention
shop
the
area.
Bruno stuff. The 2 songs were a minute long. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
that's not
Throw that
great.
in, too.
That's not great.
That would
No,
be the XP
no.
farming song now if such a thing existed, because you get XP for every star you earn and gold stars and shit. So if
yeah,
you wanted
it's the
to,
quest song.
Yeah,
It's the quest song now.
yeah,
That's
it'd be
nice.
a stupid way to farm XP. There's way better ways to farm XP in Fortnite, but if you want to do it in Festival, that's your way.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, hey, all things considered, I know that there's 2 songs that are under a minute, but hey, look, like we're talking about Festival in 2025. Now we have a single song, a funk song, right? Is this
A genre I've
the
never
funk
heard
track?
of.
I've
before.
never heard of funk before until
Yeah.
now.
Have you-
But
Have you
it's-
tried listening to it?
Nope,
yeah, it's
brother.
It's
I've been
not-
in Texas.
I don't-
I
I'm
get
not a
shot for listening
fan.
to something like this.
All
I'm
right,
not a
so
fan.
just imagine if on the beat it peaked every time.
Oh, Death
That's-
Magnetic.
Oh, is that what the P stands for?
Yeah. Honestly,
peak?
think Rick Rubin, you know, Death Magnetic mixing, but that's the point.
That's the point of it.
Cool.
It's you know the Acai intro meme.
Yeah.
Bow, bow, bow,
Yeah.
bow, 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 bow. It's that, but it's unironic. That's that's what it's supposed to sound like.
So this song is called Eternixlux by Slay exclamation point.
No,
And
that the
it-
artist is
Other way
Eternal.
around.
Licks.
No, that's Eternixlux.
Yeah. Slay.
Slay.
Yep. And it has a very okay. Now that I actually see the real album art for this, now I see this is good. There is another song that was supposed to drop with this. It got canned last second.
Yes.
It got canned
Mhm.
last second.
Yes, it did.
It wasn't supposed to be a single song week. It was supposed to
No.
be a 2-song week.
Yes.
Not much better, but it was supposed to be a 2-song week. And
By a little
It
known
was-
artist by Atlix. Atlix's.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the funk community, but I guess
Funk
they
likes
love
their X's instead of A's.
They like their. It's kind of like an evolving of the XXX on the outside of the name. It's time to put it inside the name.
Brazil
Let's
is
go.
different. They're like,
Hey, so
in many ways, they're
let's-
behind by a decade, but ahead in a decade.
I actually
Thoughts?
want to give the festival team credit real quick. And this might sound crazy, but hey, culturally, apparently this funk is popular in Brazil. And it's
Yeah, it's
feeling
cool.
more and more like they are doing a Brazil-themed season without actually saying that.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
Props for that.
Hey,
100%.
with the Bruno stuff, right? The color scheme. We were wondering about that at the start. The Bruno Brazil song. Now a genre that's popular there. Cool. I feel like it'd be really cool if they actually came out and said why they, hey, here's the plans, right? Again, it all comes back to communication.
It
'cause
all
we're
comes
having to
back
figure
to
this out on our own.
communication, man. Yeah, that's
I
why
do
it's so
think it's pretty
frustrating.
cool.
No, I like. Look, I'm not gonna. I'm the type of person where like I think that you can, like if you like a certain type of music, you can like it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. But my
Right.
my problem stems from the communication. The fact that you could just simply tell people like, hey, we're gonna try something a little different this season. We're gonna try to adhere to the genre of the artist and where they're from a little bit more. Let us know
I
what you
think,
think.
And they've done
right?
that many
Yes.
times in the past. They just never said it. Snoop Dogg was very
Yes.
rap
Yeah.
heavy. Hatsune Miku had a
Yeah.
lot of like Japanese pop types of shit. And then like Sabrina, not necessarily. Didn't do anything for Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina's was kind of
Just a regular
weird.
ass season.
But like
Metallica, obviously.
they tapped into some of the stuff by some of that stuff by going. I think that's why they're trying to do Feature Friday so hard. Is because they're
Yeah.
probably not. I feel like with things that change last second so soon, like because they had to have a track pulled and all that shit. They don't even know what songs are gonna drop, throughout the season. I don't know how far in advance they know what songs are gonna drop. I don't know, cause
Yeah.
Am I,
The
am I
line, the
only one
line,
who
the line of
feels-
the chain of command kind of thing, right?
yeah, something changes down the line, and then if they wanted to be like, yo, we're gonna
4
do
minutes.
we're gonna do more Brazilian picks for this season. I don't know if they wanted to do that. I know Harmonix would love to do that.
Oh, I'm
But
sure,
are they going to be
yeah.
able to do that under Fortnite? Are they going to be allowed to do that sort of thing under Fortnite? We just now started to get like announcements talking about the songs in the Music Pass and the Battle Pass. Maybe not the Music Pass, but like the jam tracks in the Battle Pass just recently started getting posted about on official socials. And like I thought it was fucking crazy that it took that long. It took until season 6 or 7. I think it was the Miku season where no. When whatever BR season came out during Miku is like that was when they first were able to talk about on the festival socials, on the festival pages, about those Battle Pass jam tracks. And so I think that's also the reason why that they don't announce how they're going to be approaching the fucking season,
Because they just don't
So-
know. I mean, how often does a song just have the rights sold the day before it's supposed to come out? I guess that's the
Yeah,
working
that's-
theory.
That's
Yeah.
the theory right now. That is
Yeah,
the theory.
It doesn't work in theory right now.
And that sucks. Like I feel for the team, with that one. Like that's like you get blindsided by that. But my I posted this on Twitter, but like my take kind of is like, I think that like a 1-song week and stuff like that would burn a lot less if they a little goes a long way. So if they just said like, there's a song this week, we know it's only 1 song, but don't worry, we'll make up for it next week. Like just little things like that, like But at the same time, what if they don't have anything to promise for either? Like what if shit falls through again?
Who
Like
cares?
you never know.
You don't need to promise anything. Just tell us why it's a 1-song week and why
Yeah.
the Instagram announcement had 2, but now everything else is just 1. It's like, oh,
Hey festies, we
yeah,
made a mistake.
I guess last
whatever.
night it turns out that the song license got resold to a different
like-
licensor, and we don't have rights to it anymore, so we can't
Like,
release
does
it.
that-
Therefore, it's only
does-
one song this week. Sorry.
Does that cause
feel-
problems for Epic Games? Like, is that how they must be how they see it? Like, that's not a good thing to be public about. Like, I don't know how they think,
I don't
like,
know,
like
man.
risk assessment, right? Like, I guess that's a lot of what it is. Of like, is this a good idea to talk about publicly or not? And it's like,
could it be a bad
I don't
idea?
fucking care, man. Just tell people, please.
Everything all three of you just said, all leads me to one conclusion, which is that the team doesn't even fucking know what's releasing.
That's what
Right.
it
Must
seems
not.
like.
It really
Yeah.
comes across, and I don't know if this is actually how it works, but just trying to piece together everything you said with what reality is presenting to us, I legitimately don't even know if the devs themselves are picking the songs that are going into their game. Right? I have no clue. Maybe there are specific
how much
that they're working with more often than not, right?
Yeah.
And maybe there's something where the record labels are saying, you know what, hey, this song's really popular. Why don't you put this in this week? We don't know because we're not in the room.
That's a good theory, though.
Yeah,
I have no idea what those license agreements are.
How much lost media is there? How many charts are there that exist of songs that will never come out?
I mean, you know how they posted like some charts are like months old. Like there's probably charts that are over a year old at this point that haven't.
There are
come out.
definitely charts that were made towards the start that we either never
still
saw
haven't
or
seen,
things
like
that
the
got
Evanescence
scrapped.
stuff, the Evanescene stuff. Sorry,
yeah,
just to
Evanescene.
correct
Yeah,
yeah.
the entire album allegedly.
Yeah. What if that fell through? You know, you never like.
Or it was just
that's
like,
that.
Who the fuck knows? Yeah, that's festival, folks. We had one
And
song
that's
this
that.
week, and I don't like it. I haven't played it. I don't want to play it. This season is not necessarily for me so far, but I appreciate that they're sticking to a theme because that is one criticism that I've always had.
Oh,
You don't stick to
they're
a theme.
updating vocal.
Good job sticking to a
They're
theme.
They're
That's still
surely
pro
working
vocals,
on
yeah.
pro vocals.
Shut the
They
fuck
have
up, timer
84
zero.
out of the 500 songs. Anyway,
I'm getting this
we're
out
looking
regardless
forward
of
to
the
that.
timer. I'm getting this out regardless of the timer. There is. I'm sorry to the timer. No, I'm not. Fuck it. This is important. They put out 18 song pro vocal updates in one day.
That's pretty good.
Right?
That's cool.
That's worth
Good
pointing
progress.
out. So
Wow.
how much better would it have been if they just came out and said, yo, hey, we only had one song this week, but the reason that we're dropping down the releases right now is because we're working on getting out pro vocals by the end of this year.
That's
that
something
would
for
be
the viewers to
oh my
ponder on.
God! Oh,
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God!
Tell us. We already know. We already know. It's out
yeah.
there. We see that the pro vocals are getting added.
But the leakers,
Tell us that you're planning on doing it.
the leakers have to tell us.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that shit.
It's
now.
not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
a
right.
leaker. Hold, I've seen people get mad at Jake for that. Like, oh, wait, are you talking about the songs that have pro vocals? But Jake was talking about the leakers. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Data mining and seeing what's actually being put into the game versus, hey, this might be released in the future. I feel like that's two separate
Yeah,
things.
it's not being told from a source that, hey, they're thinking about doing this. No, the evidence is right there. The files exist, and
in there.
they get streamed to your console or PC right now. And people have
Yes.
tools that are able to capture whatever gets streamed to your console or PC and can look through those files and see, yes, that is there right now. Like,
Yes.
it's obvious, it's actually happening, it's real. It's verifiable. You can go do it yourself if you have access to those tools, which I don't know how you do. I don't fucking know. I'm not that smart. Build your own tool? I don't fucking know. Pro vocals is definitely happening, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we've been saying that about pro drums. Where's pro drums? They've been in there since the very beginning.
I still have my theory. I'm gonna stop yapping. I think that there's a good reason for them not to put pro drums in right now. As much as we want it, I think if they put it in, it exacerbates every single problem Festival has. Every problem we have with the game becomes worse if they add pro drums right now, and it's actually a negative hit. As much as we want it, the game's not ready for it. They need lanes, the songs are too hard, and there's no practice mode. Nobody has a goddamn drum controller. 3 problems right there that are all solved by them just not releasing it and making more people pissed. Done.
Very,
yeah, but I
very
don't care
fair
about
and
that,
valid
Jason.
points.
I just want to play the drum charts. I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit if the game's bad. If the game's bad, people are already shitting on the game. Drum controller skill issue. Go spend $1,000. I'm just kidding. No, no. That's me being genuinely selfish, and I just want to play these charts already. It's been 2 years.
Yes.
That's it.
You know what I
Pro
mean?
drums-
Pro drums is definitely
Like,
the type of thing that
Yeah.
we want. The OGs, the
Yes.
rock
Yeah,
band
I
people
want
because we already
it.
have drums.
You are right, Jason, but I'm also going to just be selfish for a second and say, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't care, though. I want the mode because there's 500 charts sitting there that I want to play.
Waiting
It's
to
their own
be
fault
played.
at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's Epic's
Yeah.
fault for approaching it the wrong way. And it's
Yeah.
not our fault because we want something that they basically
I
promised at the
I
start
see
and
it.
haven't
I've been
delivered on.
seeing it. I've been seeing it in the glass window, and I've only been able to dream about what it would be like to play it.
Yep.
So yeah,
Agreed.
that's it. Anyway, we extended what 2-3 minutes
I
beyond
don't
the
know,
timer.
fuck it,
My
don't-
fault.
It's okay. It's all
Stay
right.
mad.
but
I
it was
don't care.
worth it. It was worth it.
Well,
Yeah, worth
Hey,
it.
look
Talking
at
about
a
next.
silly image that's been floating around that's not real.
yeah.
So this one's been so there's actually some truth to this image. So there is an Insider Xbox update for the Xbox app on Windows 11, and it's starting to show, I believe it's starting to show publishers and their games and some Steam games. But this is a truly doctored image because the Activision area
man, it's
shows
because
Guitar Hero
Crash is
3,
AI, bro.
and look at the Crash Bandicoot logo is not as insane trilogy logo. It's some weird scuffed one like
It's
around
not. I don't
the
think it's
PS1,
actually AI,
PS2
but
era.
everybody's been saying
But
that shit. It's so funny.
There's literally no
That's
point for
AI.
them to, even if it was real, that's not the front runners of the Activision Blizzard catalog.
No, absolutely
put
not.
that
Not
there.
MW2.
MW2.
Why?
That's a couple Call of
MW
Duties back. MW2, MW3
Yeah,
came
I
out.
think
Black
the
Ops
only
6 is out
reason
now.
why the only reason they'd be pushing MW2 is that just got added to Game Pass. That's the only reason why it would be up front.
I guess.
But
Diablo,
MW
StarCraft, why
but
the fuck
there's
would
still-
StarCraft not be ahead of Guitar Hero 3?
Yeah, no. I mean, like the Guitar Hero 3 being right there. Like, okay, that's great. I made a tweet saying, "Oh my god, this image is so real, guys!" And then I just put a download link to Guitar Hero 3 Portable.
I know. I saw it. You're
I
just
was like, I don't
just
fucking care. Here it is. Go
Guys,
ahead.
They will never, ever, ever re-release Guitar Hero 3.
No.
It's just licensing mumbo jumbo bullshit. Like, if they really wanted to do it, they would have gone out of their way to try and really secure all the and
No, they won't do that.
relicense
They
all the
never wanna
music
do that.
again. But it's just not gonna happen. Hell will freeze over if this happens. So
No. The only
balls in
officially
your
supported
court.
Guitar Hero 3 PC game right now is Guitar Hero Arcade.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yep,
I can
yep,
see
Your
yep.
Optiplex.
I could see something like a festival doing a GH3 back in the future like that.
That'd
That
be
makes
cool.
sense.
They would never say
That'd
it,
be cool.
but you
No,
just
they
be
would
like,
never
oh,
say it.
Sunshine of Your Love, Barracuda. Oh, very cool song. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, wonder what the connection.
I know what
with
those
these
are
is.
from. Exactly.
Yeah, like what
Raining
was it?
blood.
There's been a couple of times where Kyle was on record going like, "Yeah, another GH3 throwback." I think that's when Before
Yeah.
I Forget came out, and so
Yeah.
That was the start of the
Yeah,
good
man.
times. Remember that?
yeah, that was the start of the good times. That was a good time. Season 2 through 4 and a
That's when it
half.
really started ramping up like metal songs, stuff like
Guys,
that.
the
like,
corner's
leading up to
pulling you back
Metallica.
in.
I know the corner's really
We're
pulling
staying out of the corner.
Yeah,
Out of the corner.
yeah, yeah,
I'm out of
this
the corner
picture-
now.
No.
This picture is funny.
It's a
This
funny
picture is really funny, and people are like, "Guitar Hero 3 PC." I'm like, bro, it's been around for 17 years.
Man,
Guitar Hero
Guys,
3
you
PC's
can play
been
Guitar
around for
Hero 3
17 years.
PC already. It's called Guitar Hero 3 PC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now it's even better than ever because it's portable. You can just put that bitch on a flash drive,
Yep.
plug it into your
It's
school computer.
fast.
And you can play
As
it. There's
one would
Guitar Hero
say.
3 Deluxe. There's Guitar Hero 3 Deluxe, which just added double note support. There's
go.
double notes
Oh, that's
as,
how you
a,
did
as
that?
a
I didn't know that.
modifier.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah,
how you
well,
did
because
that,
I played it off of that old ancient GH Fear trainer.
That's what I thought you
where
were
did
doing.
Oh,
the-
yes.
That's what I did
yes.
on. That's what I did 2 days ago. But yesterday, Nita, one of the head devs of Guitar Hero 3 Deluxe, added double notes, and I was like, oh.
Awesome.
Now is a good time to just install it.
That's sick.
And like it's awesome because now I don't have to always I can play as whatever character I want because I can just have black highway. I'd have a black highway and then I can change whatever venue and I won't be stuck on the first two because I only unlocked everything and and then
Yeah, it's
didn't
nice.
play through the
Instead of having to
career
use
mode.
that
So
old-ass
it's
GH Fear trainer. That thing was very cool for
Yeah.
its time. It was early. That was like 2018 or
It
19.
was early,
That was
yeah.
18. That
He
was like
the
late
only
2018.
person doing Guitar Hero modding back then. Nobody,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even
on
Milo Hacks
console
really.
especially.
Like Local
No.
H was modding GH1 and 2. That's pretty much
Yeah, well,
it.
Milo Hacks existed. That
Milo
was it.
Hacks was okay. So that GH Fear server happened, and then because of that, Milo Hacks happened.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I remember it because Scott was in that Guitar Hero modding server, and he was like, "We should have a place just for."
Yeah, no,
For,
I
like,
remember. Yeah, and
for-
I remember.
for,
I remember like the
GH1
Spicy
and 2 and 80
Zones
stuff.
server.
Yeah,
Spicy
yeah.
Zone.
Yeah,
Spicy Zone server. That was
Yep.
like one of the oldest Discord servers because we're making the Warriors of Rock
The War mod,
for
yep.
GH3.
Wow,
So cool.
That's a throwback.
But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I mean he has mod menus for every Guitar Hero game on 360.
I think the last time
except for
I-
two,
dude.
except for two.
The last time I played GH3 on console, like I was still using his trainer to get rid of the fucking note limit.
Yep.
So the game wouldn't crash.
Yeah, now that's an XEX you can have for GH3 Deluxe.
Thank
you should
God.
install that shit.
Yeah,
You should
yeah, I can
definitely
grab it,
install
yeah.
that shit. I
should
just
too.
made a
I haven't fucked
copy.
around with it yet.
I just made a copy of my GH3 folder and then I just put Deluxe on it just in case
Yeah.
I wanted to boot full
perfect.
vanilla. But
awesome.
it's
So it's not a like a DLC file patch like the permadeath. It's actually
no,
an XEX mod.
You're actually replacing files in there. So
Perfect. It's exactly what I want.
Yeah. No. And so that's why I was like, I need to have another build for this. And so, they just updated it last night, I believe, because there was a problem that I ran into. But it's cool. There's like an FC indicator. You could see how many, after you finish a song on the set list, it shows not only the stars and the score, but how many notes you hit out of total notes and percentage right there too. It restores the as made famous by when you're going over a cover, that comes from Aerosmith and Guitar Hero Arcade and the beta version of Guitar Hero 3.
Line 6.
Yeah. No. Like you're on like the song select screen, like you're hovering over slow right. It says "as made famous by" as a little
like on the proto
tag on the proto and arcade. Arcade and the proto have that. And technically Aerosmith, but Aerosmith also has that extra line of covered by a wave group, and that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
they did that back end. And there's also a song title always, little song title always showing. That's cool.
Setlist randomizer.
No, I don't think on this one there's a randomizer, but
Deluxe
Frag
team
was
make that because Callie wanted to do that, but the only way to do that right now is
Frag.
Yes, I know. I was going to get to that.
Yeah,
the only way to do that right now is on permadeath to randomize the setlist and all that stuff, but then you're on permadeath. But Frag made a build specifically for her and probably put it elsewhere now that you can just use the permadeath patch and set your lives to 9999 or whatever and have no fail on, and then you'll never fail out of a permadeath, so you can randomize your setlist on the permadeath and not fail.
Yeah, and then you just go for
forever.
You could just have a random run.
Yeah,
see how high your score can be.
Oh, what song do I want to play? I don't know if I can press this button for random, and then it's a random song. That's cool.
I love that shit. I wish.
So cool, man.
Random. Give me random song selections. Best.
I like it.
Go ahead.
Festival.
The corner is back. No, I'm just kidding. Guitar Hero 3 Deluxe. Really, really cool. It's also on PS2 and Wii, which is really funny.
Really?
Yep, it's on PS2 and Wii.
The Wii enjoyers rejoice.
Is it feature complete on PS2 and Wii?
I don't know. I was gonna actually try it on emulation and see if it was.
I should put that on a real ass Wii.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, have fun using the Ghost to put customs on it. if you decide to do that bullshit.
Yeah, Wii sucks ass. That's the worst one to mod. It's so hard.
It sucks so bad because like I like the visual differences. I like the downgrade personally. But like it's so hard to
it's a pain in the ass.
Just be like the Wii not supporting DLC on GH3 was such a bummer because then like doing customs on there was gonna be really easy, but now it's not. You have to use the Ghost. That program is ancient.
I didn't even know
one of those things that I never played Guitar Hero on back in the day. I just found out about Elroy existing.
Elroy Budvis.
Yep. Because I never played on Wii or PS2 with the later games, right? That was something I missed entirely. I was like, this is fake, right? I literally just missed it because I'd never played on Wii.
Yeah, it's funny that the PS2 and Wii had like different characters like that all the way through. Yeah. Like even at, like when I played through all the PS2 games for the Gauntlet months ago, there were some weird ass characters that I'd never seen before. You know, there's Robbie Lobster. Who the fuck's Robbie Lobster?
Are you talking on GH5? Like those era games have some weird ass characters.
Band Hero especially. I wonder if I could find pictures.
Band Hero has some crazy shit that I have never seen before until I loaded it up on PCSX2 a long time ago.
I'm being so dead ass. Like this
what
is
are these character names?
There's like no pictures of these characters out. It's straight up lost media. I should go through and like take
because people like stopped paying attention by then.
Yeah, nobody fucking knows what they. There's like
nobody cared anymore.
There's a storyline that runs through all these like World Tour era and beyond games about like the robot. What the fuck is he called again? It's not RockYouBot. It's a different one. 360 and PS3 got RockYouBot, but there's a different one. There was Fembot.
What's his name?
Fembot.
It was a girl. Yeah, it was a girl robot, Fembot, and then there was like a male version of Fembot. But like once you got to like Guitar Hero, was it GH Metallica that had Fembot? It had a video screen of a bunch of different titties, They were scrolling by. It was a TV monitor with like all the other like Guitar Hero.
Oh
ladies'
yes,
chests.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it had like
Yeah.
Casey Lynch's chest. It had Judy Nail's chest. It was weird.
It was
What
really
game
weird.
is
Man,
it?
really weird.
I
And
love
that-
self-insert fetishes
I knew
from
about this
designers.
because of
Like,
people were
what?
ripping it. People were ripping these models for World Tour Definitive Edition. We're like, what the fuck is? Are those all the titties from the Guitar Hero characters? Like on a character? Are you kidding me?
It's
There's
real,
no-
baby.
This shit doesn't exist. I typed in Guitar Hero Fembot. It just there's no videos of this. Nobody
Bro,
knows this
here-
exists.
Here's some funny ones that I'm finding off of Google Images. There's Rockez Topus and Scrap Heap.
No, that's sir. That's hold on. Let me get up on the screen. That's Rocktopus.
Oh, Rocktopus.
Rocktopus.
I printed a many a Rocktopus.
And Scrap Heap.
There's Scrap Heap.
And I see Robbie Lobster.
Yeah, Robbie
Robbie
Lobster.
Lobster.
That's just the dude with lobster hands playing guitar. It's so fucking stupid. And then Fembot.
Wait.
It's so
After
silly.
the robot craze of Metalhead and Fembot, a major TV network created Scrap Heap to become the lovable host of the reality TV series Overweight.
Yeah, what-
And then it cuts
what
off.
does
Yeah,
say?
that's what I'm talking
Cuts
about.
off.
That's the storyline.
Oh, yeah,
That's the storyline. There's stuff with
there's
Fembot and
Fembot.
like and
Look.
Metalhead. Metalhead. That's the one I was thinking of. Metalhead and
Look,
then
that's
Fembot.
Fembot. Look at her chest, bro. That's
Let's
insane.
go.
Oh, this is just
That is
concept
insane.
image. Yeah, it's like a screen that just it scrolls through different
Totally
pictures of titties.
female and legit.
That is crazy.
I've never seen this, and I didn't realize like the fetish work was like hidden in my Guitar Hero. in the
Yeah, it's
past.
like when
That's
you watch a
crazy.
cartoon, you watch a show,
Yeah,
and you're like,
badly-
that's a
badly hidden.
self-inserted fetish.
Po-
And then you
Yeah,
play video
badly
game,
hidden
same
fetish.
shit.
And this is only on the consoles that the children have, by the way, the Wii and the PS2.
Whack!
The adult,
This
the
is-
Rise
adult
wasn't some
consoles, the
feet
PS3
character.
and Xbox 360.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, where's
Duke
the
of
feet?
Gravity.
Where's the feet?
Yeah, where's the Duke of Gravity?
The
The Duke of
Nickelodeon
Feedity.
feet, right? Like this is like the same.
Why'd
kind
they
of
have a
thing.
robot called like Soulless or some shit?
a cool idea.
Boo.
No, but like a robot, you know, because he doesn't have a soul. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
he's soulless.
not an Exile Lord joke. It's a feet joke. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah. No. We have a robot with titties. You know, why don't we have a feet robot?
I don't know. I'm
You know,
not following
like
you
that
on
type of
this
thing.
one.
Yeah,
I'm not-
badly hidden fetish type
Soulless.
shit, right? Yeah, soulless.
Oh!
I
Okay.
swear to God, if we were at an
There you
hour,
go.
I'd leave
Oh.
right now and quit the episode. That sucks.
Okay.
It's okay. We're about 20 minutes from then.
That
No, I get it,
sucks
I get it
so
now.
bad.
Yeah.
I understand. Guys,
So
I have
Yeah,
a cool.
no.
I have a cool thing. I've got a cool thing.
What
Sure.
do
Do
you?
you?
I got
Please.
interviewed.
Yeah, you did. You
Mm.
did.
Yeah.
You did
What?
get
This week
interviewed.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
this
this
is
week,
this is
wasn't
cool.
it?
Talk about it. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
So I got approached by a journalist named Zach Wojnar, and he's doing stuff with Game Daily, which is apparently owned by AOL.
This is AOL.
Or like
AOL
was made
still
by
exists?
AOL, and then like because it was like an outlet that got like revived somewhat recently, but he's like worked at like Screen Rant and like a ton of other places, and I gotta say it was really refreshing to talk to somebody who is a community member, and like didn't like he understood what I was talking about. Like I feel like this is like a very well written article, because when you
Fairly
talk
lengthy,
to people
too.
who, when you talk to people who aren't really like super ingrained into like the 5 frets scene, it's like I think that there's some unintentional like misinterpretations of stuff, and like he really understood. I think that the only like not necessarily a correction I would make is there's a part here where I mentioned like that everybody had kind of like went to GH3 PC and about customs and stuff, and like the line like customs started as a joke back in the day, and it's like yes and no. Like that is more like the fucking impossible shit that like Blood Blitz made, for example. Like custom charts for like GH2 were already a thing, and those weren't a joke. But like the shit that we deemed as impossible, the point of that was to be like, hey, wait a second, like maybe this isn't impossible. And you had people like Alec and other players being like, hey, you know what? What if you could do this?
That was like
You
the
know?
evolution of customs. Like originally, people were just like, "Hey, I can put
Yeah.
my own songs in this game, cool." And then it became like, "I wonder how fast I can hit this thing." And then that's what
Yeah.
customs became.
Yeah, because there's like a little bit of a difference for a while now between like a custom chart of an existing song and a custom song.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
that's taken on
Yeah.
a different meaning because of community composers like Exile Lord, Matea, Jarvis, like all like a lot of these people. But it was a lot of fun to talk about this stuff, and I think it's a really well written article.
It's a good
Yeah,
article.
it's
I
awesome,
I
you
read
know.
that on the car ride over to I think the airport or something like that. It was nice. Good
Oh,
little
yeah.
read.
Yeah,
He
it
did a very
was-
good job laying out the entire landscape very well, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
represented you well.
I thought it was a really cool opportunity because, you know, like, it's just cool that people are, like, interested in talking about this. Like, he approached me being like, I want to make an article about this, you know, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool, you know?
And not a lot of people talk about the lesser documented parts of, you know, the community. So I'm thinking exactly what you were just talking about, the 15 to 19 era of Guitar Hero is not so much like less documented, but like not a lot of us like talk about it. Not that it was like a bad time or anything. It was actually really fun. But it was just kind of, that was a transitional era, you know, like we had UCog Monkey coming back. Jason, you came back. And so it was kind of just true rebuilding from around then. So
That gets mentioned here too, the fact that, like, you know, like I said that, you know, the big reason why Clone Hero blew up is because of Jason. Like, it's just an undeniable fact, you know?
Mhm.
That stream, like, blew up, man. You know,
It was really it was beyond crazy to see a stream with less than 500 or 600 people average at that. And looking back, I didn't know what I had at that time, right? Like, that's how could you even know where this community was going? That right? And that wasn't even like with a focus on custom songs. It was a focus on songs that people just wanted to see in the game. And if anything, since then, I feel like we've seen more and more people that have just had this fermenting feeling. You need a game that captures this feeling, but with the polish of the old games. And I think that's also why everyone got so excited about festivals. They had that, like, that yearning, that desire, and they're like, yeah, this will be it. We're finally gonna get it. There's gonna be some money thrown into this. We're gonna get the large scale production that we wanted after all of this fermenting of this want and this desire in the community, and then we're still actually in the same place. And that feeling is still there, right? That's why we're getting these interviews. We're seeing people posting comments on festival Twitter, like, what's happening? What are you doing this? And
I'm just feeling like this
scene-
the whole time. Sorry, this is that picture right there that encapsulates how I feel when I think about it.
Amen.
The Squidward suicide picture.
Oh, geez, I haven't zoomed in a shit ton.
I like.
Did you know Did you know that they officially recognized this image?
They did.
In a real SpongeBob episode.
No,
and then they pulled it because it was too like
it's too scary.
It's too scary
for the children.
Scary to no.
It would be, you know, like, yeah. See, there it is. There it is. In that episode.
Yeah. That's
he
a
opens
real
up
episode.
a door.
Yeah,
it's a cool episode. It's actually a really cool, like, later SpongeBob episode.
What?
Yeah, so it's an episode where literally the premise is Squidward. Like, they had no idea what to write for an episode. It's literally Squidward and SpongeBob go to random land. That's what it's called. And so they get trapped, and essentially is kind of like the Flying Dutchman's zipper. That's where they kind of go. And then they find this wall of doors, and Squidward is opening it up, and there's a bunch of weird shit that happens, and he opens up one door. It's the Squidward suicide picture for like a moment, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Thank you,
like,
Nickelodeon.
wait, that's so on the nose. That's literally what it was.
So funny.
And then they had to censor it and pull out that scene like
They had to
shortly
pull
after
out.
it came out.
Censor
Yeah, they had to
pull
pull
out
out.
is
They had
the
to
way
pull
to
out
say
Game
that.
Strong by Nickelodeon.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So TLDR.
Sorry.
this
Anyway,
article.
anyway,
Basically-
cool interview. Sorry to derail the SpongeBob.
No, it's okay.
My
It's
bad.
okay. I like derailment. But what Jason was saying with the games, like, I like that we were at that with the games and the hardware, and we're finally starting to climb out of it with the hardware. We're finally starting to climb
man.
out. It's time, man.
We got
Like,
It's
that-
only just beginning.
It's
Let
only
me just
just
say that
beginning.
right here, right now. It's
Yeah.
only just beginning.
We're back.
Okay, when it comes
and
to the
I
guitar,
I truly believe that. Yeah.
it is
It
only
hasn't
just
even begun
beginning.
yet. People don't have these things yet.
No,
No.
and when they
2
do,
weeks.
they'll they'll get it. I mean, like, when he asked me, like, is this the definitive next gen 5 fret guitar controller? I just said yes.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing else to say. You know, like,
Let me tell you, I've been playing on this new Encore, and bro,
yeah, I got mine as
this
well.
there's a newer one with stronger strum switches inside of it.
Feels so good.
It feels like the SG. It's crazy. So
yeah, I think people are gonna be really happy with that.
I've been playing that one because I've been paying a lot of attention to the Pro, but I haven't been doing a whole lot of the Encore, at least on stream or on video or just in general. And I've been really liking it. And there's some stuff like even after the guitar comes out that I can't wait to talk about. It's really
we
really,
can't
really
talk about
cool.
this newest Encore yet, can we?
No.
No, we can't.
No. They put some
Well,
special
that's not
sauce
what
in
I'm
there.
referring. That's not what I'm referring to. But there's some
not.
other stuff. Yeah,
I know it's
yeah.
not, but I just want clarification. They have special sauce. It tastes really good.
we gotta wait.
So anyway,
wait, but
Everything's
you guys will know
cooking, man.
eventually. It's okay.
Everything's cooking.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good thing. Don't worry, it's a good thing.
It's almost done cooking. You put the sauce on close to the end, otherwise it's gonna burn.
Yeah, we're people are.
Yeah, is that how they did with barbecue? You know, that's
But people are pretty close to getting these things in their hands. Like the general public is really, really close to getting these things. We're very close,
Darn right, partner.
right? And we've really, like
I think it's this with the cowboy hat is killing
cowboy
me. No
hat,
fucking
you gotta-
cowboy,
you gotta
no
take a
fucking
picture of that.
cowboy does this.
Y'all know what I did to him. Yeah, take that picture.
I
man.
wanted to talk about a Reddit post that I saw yesterday.
I'm so glad I had this queued up ready to go.
Yes, I wanted to talk about this woman that posted on the Clone Hero subreddit.
Do you have the Reddit post right away? I
And
can show
she
that too.
has a gift. I'm pulling it up right now. She has a gift. She has 12 fingers. You know what that means? She has 5 fingers on her left hand that she can just use for Guitar Hero. And so this was one of them. And it was just like, is this a cheat? And it's just her with 6 fingers and
Is this
5
AI?
fingers on the frets.
Do you think this is a cheat?
And
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
This whole image is insane. 5 fingers.
I watched a little bit of the video, and she goes from green, red, yellow, and hits orange. Her hand doesn't move at all. It just goes.
It's insane.
And I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. One of the thoughts I had when I was a kid, and I was like, man, I wonder if there's somebody out there with that's been blessed with an extra finger on their hand. Like, what if they picked up Guitar Hero? Like, and this is me thinking about this 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think everybody's thought about that,
happened.
especially during the brand new stages of you having to figure out how to hit the orange. Like, man, if I only had a 5th finger over here that I could do this with. She does.
Oh my, she does. She has a 5th finger.
It's so cool.
She has a thumb and 5 fingers. How amazing is that?
Yeah, I think she has other videos on her YouTube channel. She did like a lot of piano stuff, which is very cool to watch
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
watching
I
that too. Yeah.
I looked at
She's
her,
like self-learning. She's self-teaching.
From looking
piano.
at it, it appears that she has 2 index fingers. It appears that these 3 are the same, normal, and then this is this thumb, but it looks like 2 indexes, and they're all she can move all of them independently. They're not like tethered together. They're all independent, movable fingers. It's very cool.
There is the timestamp where I lost my mind in her video. I go to 12 minutes in.
That's pretty much where I'm already
playing,
showing.
Yeah, 12 minutes, and she hits something like green, red, yellow, orange, or green, yellow, blue, orange.
Mm-hmm.
Her hand is just in one spot.
This is
That's
fucking sick.
Fucking
I was like,
unbelievable,
imagine
man.
if you were a fucking beast. Like, imagine
Dude,
getting
she
really
could
good
be.
at this.
What if she locks in
20
for the
minutes
next
ago,
2 years?
She's got to lock in. She has
She
to.
said, I'm doing a 365-day Guitar Hero challenge as a total beginner. Some days I rock, some days I just panic. Got a song I should try next, drop it below. She just pinned that at the top
She
of
should
this video.
stream.
She should stream, or she should just Guitar Hero
Oh
with
shit,
Jack.
she did. I'm doing a 30. Oh my god.
Do like Guitar Hero with Jack, where she just plays, does a session of songs for like 20 minutes.
Is she streaming on YouTube? Is that her
and then
plan?
she just talks.
I don't think she's streaming. I think she's gonna upload. She should stream though.
She
I
should.
feel
Yeah.
like this just reminded me of something that I think this was like a fake article that went, like, I grew up in Orlando, right? And I remember in Orlando, there was this story passed around. This is from 2008 about a Guitar Hero tournament that was supposed to happen at Universal Studios. And then somebody was banned for having 6 fingers for cheating.
That's a legitimate question.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that an
Like,
advantage?
This is,
Yes,
this is,
it
I mean,
absolutely
yeah.
is an advantage.
like,
What do you
straight
mean?
up,
How is that a question? I just think it's cool as shit.
6 fingers.
pretty sure-
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that this was fake. Because look at the related news. NSA looking for Guitar Heroes to bust Al Qaeda.
Okay, yeah, this is just a fucking
I remember this going around.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure this was
360 auth, but it's Al Qaeda.
Jesus makes poor showing at Frag Fest. That's crazy.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Jesus did get a lot of kills this week.
Dude, I love that many entrants in this tournament feel the ban is justified. They get better jobs because they can type faster. They're more attractive to the ladies.
Should I keep playing this game? Decision Matrix for married gamers. Now
gamers.
that could legitimately be a real article now.
Yeah, that's a modern title for sure. They were ahead of their
That's
time
a
on
real
that
modern
one.
title. It's like, oh, we asked like
maybe
we,
change
we
like
asked,
one or two words and then you're good. Yeah.
and then just replace some of the titles with like League of Legends and Valorant. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
or
towards the bottom, it says the ACLU is looking into filing a discrimination suit on behalf of the guy.
Oh my god.
This case is very similar to the suit we filed on behalf of Johnny Fourlegs Chang, who was banned from Dance Dance Revolution Tournament 2001.
2001.
Oh, that's crazy.
2001. Oh man.
I need to see a picture of I need to see a picture of Johnny Fourlegs.
That would be
Can
insane.
we get him on the show? We gotta find this guy.
some of those
Comment if you know
conjoined twins.
Johnny's
No.
Fourlegs.
I think the true like it would be tragic if his two extra legs were just his arms. He's just born with.
Oh wait,
he's
born with
Eddie.
done that, right? Hold
Eddie
on.
Gordo from Tekken.
Oh,
The kickboxing.
I wonder.
Yes. Perfect.
Wow,
Oh.
that's cool though.
Shame.
Yeah.
No,
Shout out to the 12-Fingersgirl. That was really cool to see, and I can't wait to watch the progression over the next 365 days. Apparently,
Did we?
Yeah.
We didn't get to talk about the other cool thing that was posted on Reddit, didn't we?
well,
About
Jason, is
Uncle
this
Chris.
still on topic or what?
What's that?
Were you gonna say something that was still like on this topic, or were we
I
gonna
was
move on?
just gonna say, with this right here, that's obviously a joke. It's funny, right? It was passed around back in the day, and it was goofy, but it is really cool to see somebody who is gifted in this way, and I'm really curious about the journey, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm curious to see.
I want to see
I
her
hope
hit
they stick with
Quinzigs.
it. Yeah, I hope they
This
stick
would be
with
really
it.
fucking cool to see.
That'd
You
be
literally
so
just
sick.
like there's
But
no
it's Quinzigs.
sliding.
Just hold
They-
down green.
You don't have to
Just
tap
hold
shit.
down green.
Just done. That'd be amazing.
Okay,
Just-
you know what?
just
I
a
know how to
quad
pivot
jig
off.
like this,
I know
but
how to
it's
pivot off of
5.
this. I know how to pivot off of this. There's
Okay.
another Chiasm 2D FC.
Oh, yes.
Done by Matthias. And okay, usually I'll just like be like, yeah, that was awesome. This Chiasm, FC, it's always a big deal because it was done on console, yada yada yada. No, this method's fucked up. Let me see if I can pull it, bro. This is the only time I've ever seen this method actually pulled off. He does. You know how in the Chiasm pattern, it's the green blob that's like you do the double tap on the yellow and you do red, blue, red, double tap on the yellow, red, blue, red, and then it goes into the red blob, and that's the weirder one where it goes back and forth like that.
Mhm.
It goes orange, yellow, orange, red, blue, red, orange, yellow, orange, red, blue, red, so on and so forth. Usually the way that you would hit that second blob is you're holding down red, and then you do a descending motion with your left hand for the orange yellow, and then you figure out how you're going to tap the orange and then the blue while holding down red. What this motherfucker does is that he transitions into that red blob disjoint raking like this. He holds up a middle finger, okay, holds up the middle finger like this, and his fingers go like this: orange, yellow, orange, orange, yellow, orange.
Ew,
And
dude.
and on his left hand he's doing red,
Insane.
red, blue, red.
He still
orange, yellow,
he keeps
orange.
anchoring green the entire time, and it looks really fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
It's like
just
how
green
the
the
fuck
whole
do you do
time.
that? But
Yeah.
that's how the fuck he does that
Yes.
on Rock Band.
So
that's-
it's one fluid movement like that.
That's fucked
No,
up.
that's
man.
fucked.
All right, you got to learn how to do it then, buddy.
So yeah, this is something that I like. My muscle memory has been trying to just get working because I want to try and do like Jordan solo B with it
Ew,
because you could just do that instead of sliding like this.
How fast do you
But
think
you
you
could
do
just-
it at that point?
If I could do it like this, I could probably push like 300 if I was
Ew,
like.
Okay.
Best of
You
luck
could
to
go
that,
fucking
pal.
insane. Maybe not 300, but it would be absurdly clean. Absurdly clean. But that was one of the most impressive things that I saw in recent time, like done on Rock Band guitar. It was that.
Yeah, I saw that same clip.
I've never
I think
seen
you put it in. I think you put it on our Discord. You're like, how the fuck is he anchoring green?
Yeah, I have never seen
Good question.
something like that. Speaking of Xbox 360, just got a dashboard update yesterday.
Kind of, not really.
True.
Xbox
Dashboard
360,
update.
baby.
It's not a dashboard update. It's the same XML update as when they took
Yeah,
off
it's the same
store.
one. So
if you're
that
connected, if
update's
you're
not
connected to the
patched, right?
internet, it's going to look differently. It's still on 17559 dashboard update. If you have an RGH, you don't need to update it. You're fine. Just want to point that out.
And also, bad update will still work, right?
Bad update will still work.
Okay, there you
You're not
go.
going to be online for that anyways.
Yeah, crisis averted. Yeah, like here, you can see it now. They're advertising. Look at the new dashboard on here. This comes from the guy with the most gamer score in the entire world.
Stallion83.
Stallion.
Sneak King, let's go.
Stallion.
He did
That's
have the
why
most
he
gamer
has
score.
three-
He's been
he did.
eclipsed. He's been eclipsed for a while
I did not
now,
know that
but-
he's been eclipsed, but
Oh yeah, I
I
think like big time. Like this dude just pretty much gave up.
yeah, I didn't know until like recently or something like that. But I know this guy just from the Guinness World Record from like 7 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 million gamer score. But yeah, no, like that looks cool.
It looks clean.
Gone
It looks
is
fine.
the days of the stretched play Rock Band 3.
That was so stupid.
All right, no, yeah, no, is a picture
Crazy
just
that they put it out like that, but it's-
stretched Rock Band
thank
3
God
can't
it's not
hurt you. It's
stretched
not
anymore.
real.
No, it's not real anymore. You're safe, and now you
You're
can
safe.
get your
It can't hurt
Xbox Series
you.
X, and there's a fucking QR code on an Xbox 360, which is so funny.
Yeah. Also, what the fuck is Xbox doing? What the fuck are they doing, man? Why is there an
know.
Xbox Meta
Bro,
Quest?
Xbox is the
Yeah,
everything
I saw
app,
this
bro.
shit.
What are they fucking doing?
Meta Quest 3S
They're-
Xbox Edition.
Well, you know, people
At this
were
point,
freaking out
just
years
put
ago.
Guitar Hero 3 on PC. Who cares?
Xbox is the everything
easy.
platform.
People were freaking out a long time ago about like, oh, like they're abandoning their consoles, and then everybody calmed down. They're not going to do that. Now they're doing it, and people aren't like batting an eye. I'm like, what happened? We're like, where'd the outrage go? Like,
Well,
I
the
think I saw
outrage just
something-
went. The outrage just went with that.
I
It's just,
guess.
I think I saw something from whoever the head of hardware is at Microsoft, where it said that something about next consoles. Whether that means this is this a console?
It's a
Is it
Game
playing
Pass
games?
machine. That's
Does
it.
this thing run games, or is it just a fancy monitor that you look
or is
at
it just,
really closely?
or is it
It's
just
the
like
latter-
the
it's the
Stadia
latter.
again?
Okay,
It's
so
the
you
latter,
still need
Jake.
hardware to run the game. This is just your display.
So it's you're doing xCloud on here. I think.
Ew.
I think you're doing xCloud or the
xCloud-
thing where you stream your own game, so it's local network.
If it's local, it's
streaming
probably
off
fine.
your
But if it's
Xbox?
streaming on the internet, VR, that's gotta
It's
be
both.
disjointed as fuck, right?
It-
Can't the
it's-
latency
it's
really
both.
fuck you up like that? If you're like 50
You know what?
milliseconds off from what your
you're
brain
saying
is?
this right now, but there are services that let you virtually use a VR headset in the cloud. So there are people who have Quest 1s or Quest 2s that want to play Beat Saber without it being the actual native Beat Saber, but they can use cloud gaming and do VR cloud gaming, and it's fine.
Hmm.
And this was like 4 years ago. So
Okay, I'm not a
cloud,
VR gamer. I don't know anything about this. That's just
I'm-
my
I'm-
layman's
I think it's
Xbox
more
is
impressive that
lazy to
doing
be
a
problem.
native. It's way more impressive that doing a native VR game with that low latency, like over the cloud, is crazy. Like that's more impressive than this Meta Quest 3S being a fucking Game Pass X Cloud machine, kinda. Because then even at that, it's not a native VR game, and so it's not like you're fucking drunk, right? So the
Yeah.
input lag will be like not very noticeable at all. I think xCloud works perfectly fine on like, any smart device that I use it with. So how different is this at all? I think it's just an Android phone inside of the headset. That's pretty much what it is.
In
It's a
way.
really strong Android
But
phone.
does it have Rock
So-
Band VR?
I don't
won't.
think it has Rock Band VR. It
It
won't.
is a Meta Quest, and that's an Oculus Meta. Why couldn't you?
Yeah,
run
you
Rock
might
Band
you
VR
might
on
be
it?
able to if it hooks up to a PC. You could use AirLink and then
Cool.
you can go play an archived version of Rock Band VR because I don't think it's being sold anymore.
I don't think it
And
is
then
already.
and then you can play it.
You can make Rock Band 4 VR, kind of.
Ooh.
You
Lysix.
can play
on
Rock
that.
Band 4 on the headset.
Cool.
I don't know. Xbox is a platform. That makes.
It's got an
Oh.
X next to the box.
Hold on. All right. Sorry.
I saw X headquarters, by the way. I went there. I went to Elon Town when I was in Austin,
You sound so
Texas.
sad when you're saying that. Like,
As
Yeah.
you should.
I wasn't
Yeah.
happy about it. My cousin used to work at Tesla. He no longer does. He hated it there. But he showed me around all of Elon's fucking company towns that he's building in Bastrop, Texas.
Company towns, huh?
They call it like the Hyperloop Plaza. They have the Boring Bodega, the Boring Company's right there. They have Twitter right there. They have fucking SpaceX right there. Yeah, I bought a Big Blue at the Boring Bodega.
how was it?
Any Texans down
Cool.
there, it's a big red, but it's just blue, same flavor. It was $4.
Oh yeah, it's the one that has like 400% of your daily sugar intake, right?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like a 20 ounce. I had like 90 something grams of sugar. It was ridiculous. It was really bad.
It's a lot.
You should never drink those. It's really bad
That's-
for you.
That sounds like shit.
It doesn't
That
taste that
doesn't
good,
sound
man.
good
It
at
does-
all.
It's not that good.
Yeah, when my cousin was leaving Tesla, he was looking at other jobs and he found like a listing for the Boring Company. He could be like a facilities manager. The pay was absolute dog shit, but it was that way because you'd live on site. That's your house now. You
Huh.
live at
Crazy.
work. That was part of your compensation package.
Can you
to keep
imagine?
active.
Can you imagine your boss has something for you to do and you don't get it right, so they just kick you out of your home?
Oh,
Man, maybe
That's
that's a
oh.
bad thing.
That sounds
Maybe
boring.
company towns were tried
That's
over
not-
100 years ago and were kind of abolished in a way. Maybe it's a bad thing.
Insane.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm going to say on that. Don't listen
sorry,
to a guy that's dressed like this. This guy has no authority.
I'm
Do
gonna
not
pull,
listen to this
Speaking
man.
Sorry.
This is a
Speaking
dumbass
reason.
right here.
Before-
Dumbass alert.
since we're talking. Okay, sorry. I wanted to go back to this because I forgot. This is a really cool thing that I watched too, from Matthias as well.
Whoa.
This the FC'd Retaliator by Scar Symmetry Solo 2. So the insane fucking solo from Retaliator. Bro FC'd it in 15 different games. I just wanted to,
Yarg,
I wanted to
GH2.
just pull back this one. This is just a really fucking cool thing.
GH2
but he
360,
does it
GH3
on-
360, World Tour Definitive Edition,
Yep.
Warriors of Rock,
Yep.
Moonscraper. He played it on Moonscraper.
Yep, he does Moonscraper. He does
Moonscraper?
Rock Revolution.
Rock
He does Rock
Revolution.
Revolution.
Yeah, everybody forgets
Yep.
that Moonscraper like has an engine you can play.
Yeah. Rock Band 1, Rock Band 2, Lego Rock Band, The Beatles Rock Band, Rock Band 3, Rock Band 4, ShadPS4, Unlock Framework, and Rock Band VR!
And then Yeah, Rock Band VR. That's why I brought it up. I was like, yeah, speaking of Rock Band VR, you want to see something that got hit in Rock Band VR?
This game is so stupid.
It looks so
What's all that shit
weird.
flying at me? Get out of here!
Oh, I want to really quick. Lysix had a cool video last month talking about how he fixed calibration in Rock Band VR.
I haven't had time to watch that.
It reminds me a lot of Exile Lord's modding videos. It's a very well edited and very well paced
You have to
video. It's a
check that
short
out.
one too. It's
cool.
a short one. Let me link it and then
let me get that up.
probably the people can look it up as well. It's a cool like little 5-minute little short watch, but he's like, here's how I fixed Rock Band VR's calibration, and he just kind of walks through how he reverse engineers and looks at a debug build that leaked of Rock Band VR. So he had symbols, and here's how he applied all of the knowledge and was able to rewrite calibration so that he can make an external tool to actually have calibration change
I'm
within
gonna
the
watch
game.
that while eating lunch.
It's real. It's
a
very
5-minute
interesting.
video.
It's
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll hit
Hell
this
yeah.
with a like already, so it's saved for whenever I come back to it. That's awesome. That's from May. Shit, that's
Yeah.
old. I missed that.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of stuff come up, and I really wanted to bring this up because Lysix is doing he's. I've been watching a lot of his ShadPS4 Rock Band 4 Deluxe development stuff just on the side, and it's really interesting to follow because he's now added resolutions. You can change the resolution
Yes,
of Rock
yes.
Band 4 in
How cool is
ShadPS4.
that?
It could be 720p, it could be 900p. It has ultra wide support, all that stuff. It's actually insane.
So cool, man. It's making me want to
so
actually try
a
Rock
new
Band
era.
4.
ShadPS4 is going to be probably the best way to do Rock Band 4 PC in the future.
Yeah,
Maybe
or
it'll eclipse Rock
near
Band
future.
3 Deluxe in due time. Maybe Rock Band 4 Deluxe will be the way.
That's gonna be hard with Go Central being a very, very, very strong. I'm saying especially on PC. I'm saying on PC for the people who like to play online, and there's the online community that's thriving. It's going to be a hard one to pass up. But if we're talking just single player and stuff, yeah, very well could.
Only time will tell. And
True.
time
But
is
yeah.
what we ran out of. Because it's time
Yeah.
for us to go. Thank you guys for watching Lore Hero. Sorry again, it's late. I was in Texas, as you can see.
just glad you
but
came back.
don't worry.
We hope you
Don't-
enjoy the episode.
We'll be back on track for
Yes.
next week. Glad
We'll
you
be
watched.
back
Appreciate
very,
it.
very soon.
Yeehaw.
Thanks for watching.
I won't look like a
Yeehaw.
fucking dumbass again next week. Yeehaw, brother. Yeehaw.
Wear it.
My hair
Wear it
looks
back.
like
Wear it.